The Dukes will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Miami's offense will go to work first. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups, high-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor, and they play better than they have all year.
Might be calling a hot route. Gonna swing it on second down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He steps out wide at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guys, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Guys, let's look big picture Miami. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
They are trying to set the tone on the opening drive of the game. They could punt, pin them back deep. Instead, they'll go for it on 4th down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense. So James Madison's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's got it inside the 25. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Let's talk for a second about James Madison. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. Got enough space, and he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go.
Balls it in on the right. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one.
Nice job ruining that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. And this dude here in this offense today, he causes the same kind of problems. Really, really good route runner. He always seems to get open.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's going to come up just a bit short. It'll bring up 4th down from the 43.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the 2nd effort, getting the extra yards and getting the 1st down.
Under fire. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Pringle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
RPO, quick throw to the right. Turning it on. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job.
Touchdown, Miami. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Now rolling to the left. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And the Dukes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
He'll walk and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Wants to throw on first down. Got him downfield. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Immediately fires to the middle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Takes a hit as he fires.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play.
Touchdown, Cave! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker slipping down the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking for a crease. It's Mason. There he goes. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Dukes will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarter.
Oh, it's picked off.
And You wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defenders some credit here. I think Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up, he plucked it.
Makes the grab on the big throw. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Sends it back in motion. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
And the Dukes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Grab near the marker. It's Williams. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Back to pass, it's Evans. Makes the catch. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Dukes line up to punt it away. Now on the return. Slips through the line. Touchdown, Hurricane! Special teams proving to be special. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Short gain on the play before he slides. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Back to pass. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Dukes will bring the punt team onto the field. No fair catches here, looking for room. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, gonna take a shot. Got it inside the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Miami! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Houston is just getting blown off the field right now in H-Town, and at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 21 to Kansas State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Trying to set up the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Kick is in the air. Here's the return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Lets it fly. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
He might want another play. To the air on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On the move, it's Mason. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Second down, he'll throw it. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Dukes will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He's got great speed. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air on second down. That's caught. It's Pringle. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Pringle. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. That one comes out hot down the right side. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
The Hurricanes are on the move. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! Quick strike through the air for the score. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? You see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to... Then make the big play, get the touchdown.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
With the catch, it's Mason. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the 2nd half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
He's loose on the left. Smashes ahead. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. And the Dukes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
The Dukes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Got it in the middle, it's Mason. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you're looking for from a defense. You're expecting runs, 2nd and goal. Got to find a way. You can't give an inch. This part of the field, this yard marker right here.
Scores on the sneak.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running back searching for a hole. On the move is the 30. Wide open on the right. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hurricane.
plays for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. On the run, it's Mason. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. The give out of the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play.
He's going to throw deep right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Dukes send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Touchdown, Miami! The hand yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stevens. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Quick pass on the fly motion. He breaks a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give him credit, too.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Dukes will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Points points and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Motion from the back. Looking for room. It's Burnett. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Dukes will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Corrals it at the 45. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in the stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Offense facing 4th down.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Trying to buy a little room with that shotgun run, and they were lucky to get it back up to the 3. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's McIntosh. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Dukes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Dukes decide to punt it away. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Great place to start for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Got enough for the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be fourth down.
Yeah, and I think on that third down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a fourth down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
Trying to slam in. Will not get there. A fourth. Stop.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with it going? That's because this coach wants...
And he ends up taking a safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple of weeks, especially the next week of practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking for a gap. It's Pringle. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game. Doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sun. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.